and I get my post-workout meal, which back then was basically a meal deal from the student union shop. What's going on, YouTube family? Gabriel say, aka The Truth, back with another Teach Me Tuesday. That's what's up. As always, if this video helps in any way, shape or form, don't forget to hit the like button, smash the ting, yeah? And don't forget to share it with a mate. Now in my past videos where I've talked about like nutrition and stuff, especially like my 12-year transformation one, he brought this black tub. Put it on the table. No labels. Tasted good though. We don't know what the hell it was. We don't know what the calories were. We don't know how much protein was in it. It could have been flipping Nesquik for all we knew. I talk about nutrition and the naivety around nutrition and muscle building. But I only touched the surface. There's more. So number one, which you might have heard before, is I thought that my post-workout meal was like the holy grail of muscle building. If I got my post-workout meal, I was making gains. There was no other science behind it, which back then was basically a meal deal from the student union. If I got that, then the gains were coming. Which leads me on to point number two, which was I wasn't eating enough in general. So I was focusing so much on the post-workout meal that all the other meals were kind of like, meh, you know, like I would eat like crap during the day. I'd miss breakfast. It was a mess. That led on to point number three, which was thinking that supplements was a savior that was gonna fix all of the problems. So I got pre-workout, I got creatine, I got glutamine, tubs of protein, without any real knowledge behind it. Like, yeah, we did some research. We're like, oh yeah, so you need to load the creatine and all that kind of stuff. But I was looking at it as though that was gonna solve all the problems of me not eating enough, me not seeing the gains in the gym, completely forgetting about the other things. You know, even back then, like my sleep was crap, my water was crap, wasn't eating properly throughout the day. I was just focusing on that post-workout meal. But the supplements were gonna solve that whole problem. Now, I've said it in a previous video, you're wasting your money, where I talk about the fact that people take the word supplement and completely disregard it instead of using it for what it actually is. Which then goes on to point number four, not understanding macros.
Macros, is that Spanish?
The first time I started looking at macros properly was in 2008 when I was playing American football in Finland. I had so much time on my hands, I didn't know what to do with my time, so all I did was research. And there was what was that guy's name? Old school YouTuber, Lee Hayward, I think that was his name. Like, decent-ish bodybuilder. He was probably one of the only people putting out that I was seeing that was putting out like ebooks and all that kind of stuff back then. So I was watching his videos, I was reading articles and stuff on like T Nation and all that kind of stuff, and I was getting all this information about macros. And people, and you'll see a difference in like my physique from 2008 to then how it got better and better and better, because I actually started understanding stuff. And then stuff like metabolism, like my type of metabolism, energy expenditure, you know, energy in versus energy out and all that kind of stuff. I was starting to get to grips around that. But before that, no clue. Wish I had learned it earlier. Which leads on to point number five. I then started obsessing over the whole macros, nutrient timing. Oh, I need to have this specific type of food. I remember I spoke to one guy. Oh, I need to have my fish oils with this precise meal, and it has to be in the middle of whilst I'm eating this meal, after I've eaten this specific piece of food on the plate. I was like, yeah, what is going on? Like, wow. How have you taken like a supplement, an oil supplement, and you said you have to eat the piece of fish first, and then you take the supplement, then you eat the rest of the veg and the carbs. I was like, wow, this is beyond me. It literally made no sense. But then that's the obsessing over macro, and because you learn more, and then you want to put it to practice, and then you start just overcomplicating simple things. That when you overcomplicate this, you end up forgetting this: sleep, training intensity, training principles, all of that kind of stuff. So I think the biggest lesson that you can take from this is understand what everything does. Read up on the basics. Understand your macronutrients, understand your body, understand what your maintenance calories are. You know, test it. Go on a website. I'm gonna try and link one in the description. Go on a website, find out what your maintenance calories are, and then test it. But I get so many messages saying, oh, do I do it for my lean body weight or do it for my body weight now? Just do it for your freaking body weight now. How do you know what your lean mass is? You don't even know what your actual body fat percentage is to then calculate your lean mass. I don't know what my freaking body percent. You can do calipers and all that kind of stuff, all the stuff that you want in the world, unless it's like DEXA scan, which is probably the most accurate out of all of them, but not 100% accurate, you're not gonna know. Just do it on your body mass now and test it. If you set your macros and your calories are X and it says that your maintenance calories are that, and you do it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you start putting on weight, then it's too high. Drop it down a little bit. If you drop it down maybe by 500 and then you realize that you're losing weight too fast, that's not your maintenance calories. When it stays steady, then it's your maintenance calories. But put in the work. This is a long journey that you're going on. If you want to take fitness seriously, put in the work to understand what works for your body. Training, I'm going to go into in a completely different video, but I think you're going to like it. So yeah, stay tuned. It will be up in a couple of weeks from now. But that is it. I just wanted to put this out there so you don't make the same mistakes that I've made and have made like recently. The obsessing stuff, obsessive behavior in any respect can be very damaging if you let it take over your, like, whatever you're doing kind of. But it's Tuesday, so the transformation Tuesday of the week goes to Andreas Larsson. From 112 kg to 84 kg, man, you're looking epic. On that note, don't forget to hit the like button, smash the ting, yeah? Don't forget to drop a little comment. Oi, Gabe, you made some pretty silly mistakes, but thanks for pointing them out so we don't make the same. Thanks. Don't forget to share it with your mates. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and hit the bell to get all notifications. And until next time, catch you in a bit. Peace.
Whipping excursion. I gotta pick up that person. In the trap, whipping that working. You're not a gangster, you're just an internet version.